Watch the first Wicked curtain call.
Right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
she
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble,
I'm
dog!
not fighting with you.
Grow up,
fighting
bro!
with you.
Grow up!
I have a hangover. A horrible hangover. I'm drinking Pedialyte because I was out all night and now I'm trying not to puke. Whoops, I lost my underwear and what's that in my hair? Well, I guess I had a good time because I have a hangover. A terrible hangover.
Let's go.
Also, let's be honest, Veronica made out like a fucking bandit at the end of Heathers. Like the guys who tried to date rape her are dead. Her biggest social rival and bully is dead. And the only guy who witnessed her helping commit those murders is also dead. So, like, you know, like, yeah, her best friend almost killed herself and she went a little too far. But, like, you know, you can't make an omelet. Gaslight, gatekeeper, all boss, baby. Like, objectively, the school is a better place at the end of the play than it was at the beginning of the play. And Veronica is better off at the end than she was at the beginning. Like, this is not an indictment of murder. Like, at the end, she's like, oh, I learned my lesson about popularity and kindness and stuff. And it's like, no, you learned a lesson about how gullible cops are and how useful murdering people is. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. That's what the show's about.
Sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A crown-wearing, bubble-dwelling, sociopathic, homicidal maniac. Doug, get educated. By speculation, Oz is a real place that we see through the lens of Dorothy that is manipulated by Glinda using doppelganger mind magic and dreamlike sequences in order to use her to rid the land of her rivals and also conceal the true location of the land of Oz. The only individual people in Oz who aren't doppelgangers are Dorothy and Glinda. Glinda because she's the one manipulating everything to Dorothy's perspective, and Dorothy because she's the pawn. After Dorothy's house lands on Wicked Witch of the East, eliminating enemy number one, Glinda comes and cues the celebratory death parade. Ding dong! Flies the Wicked Witch of the West to mourn the loss of her ruby-shoed sister as one would. What does Glinda do? She takes the shoes, she puts them on Dorothy, the one who killed her, and what does she look like? The mean old neighbor. She's stirring the pot, the cauldron. She's like, Dorothy, girl, you gotta get out of here. Go see the wizard to get home. Not mentioning that the wizard was quite useless and that all she had to do is tip, tap, click, clack her heels together, but Glinda ain't out here for the goodness of all. No, instead, she knows that the wizard will ask Dorothy and friends to retrieve the witch's broom for him that will result in her melting. Melting! Oh, what a world. Enemy number two gone. They bring it back to the wizard to find out he is in fact quite useless, and he confesses, I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard. He's handing out his sketchy wish fulfillment and tells the Tin Man, a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. And this shitty advice plays in a second. Includes the only way to get Dorothy home is to fly him there herself, because he too happens to be from Kansas and actually also got to Oz on a rogue hot air balloon that he was a champion skilled flyer of. Where they leave, Toto jumps out of the basket and Dorothy goes and follows him, and the Tin Man accidentally unties the rope holding them down, sending the wizard to drift off into forever. Thanks to the wizard's advice, the Tin Man is like, well, Dorothy loves me. My heart won't be of as good measure if she's here. She can't leave. Dorothy runs up to Wiz like, come back, can't you stop it? But he's flying away, says, I don't know how to work it. This is not only because he is the true inherited Wizard of Oz, he is the Good Witch of the South, Glinda's brother. She was furious that he was first in line to lead and bullied and brainwashed him his whole life into thinking he's a lousy wizard and not her brother and a child hot air balloon expert from Kansas who is unqualified to lead and should hide behind a curtain all day to save himself from embarrassment. But with her final enemy gone, she comes back to get Dorothy the fuck out of Oz because she's an outsider and has gained far too much liking with the people. Grabs the shoe tap secret on her and then leaves her with the lesson threat, there's no place like home, aka you are never welcome back here again, and then waves her wand behind her head in a cyclical motion resembling that of a tornado, indicating that the shoes were a facade and distraction the whole time and that she really was behind the whole thing.
Ed, where's your costume? I don't get it.
Now, you probably already know that the Phantom of the Opera reopened on Broadway, and newcomer Emily Kawachu has been cast as the alternate Christine on Broadway, performing around 3 times a week. First Black Christine on Broadway, so that's super exciting. But what you might not know is they've done some interesting restaging of the show, which gives Christine a little bit more agency. Here's an example. The number Past the Point of No Return. Now here's an example of the original staging. This is from 2016 with the lovely Ali Ewalt and James Barber. Oof. Pay attention to the dynamic between Christine and Phantom here. Now, if you're not familiar with the Phantom of the Opera, first, why are you watching this? Second, in this moment in the show, the Phantom has written this musical where he's basically inserted himself in the show, tricking Christine. She realizes it, and now she feels trapped on stage. But it's also kind of sexy. But it's not because weird power dynamics. Anyway, so when Christine realizes what's up, she tries to flee the stage, but Andre and Furman are like, no, you're staying out there. And now, here's the restaging. Let's see if you can spot the difference. By the way, this features Megan Pacherno and Ben Crawford. I gotta say I like it. Christine's a smart cookie. She probably expected this was gonna happen, and she's in her power, so I don't know, what do you think?